The first thing that I always talk about with people, because this shame and blame dynamic is real, is that the trash from your past is not your fault. It's just your responsibility once you become aware of it or you start burying others in yours, right? So if you're unaware of it, or you're unaware that you're burying others in yours, then you can't make any progress and you continue to create damage. But to the point on safety, right? Like if you look at the human experience, I think we all seek and desire four things. All of us, right? We all want to feel safe. We all want to feel protected. And those are not the same thing. We all want to feel seen and understood, and we all want to feel connected. But the second we don't feel seen, understood, and connected or protected, right? We don't feel safe. What do? We tend to protect ourselves. When we think about this concept of safety, a lot of people associate it with physical safety, right? Financial security, mental safety. But the emotional safety is really the underpinning of all of them, because if that doesn't exist, then the nervous system can't stabilize and everything else goes out the window. So we teach this concept that the second you protect yourself, you actually guarantee that you're going to disconnect yourself from being seen and understood and connected at the deepest level. And those are the two things we want most of those for, right? But you also disconnect yourself from who you are and what you want in this world. With the process of shifting from reacting to responding and asking myself really three questions in the moment of trigger. First and foremost, is what I'm reacting to right now due to what's right in front of me or the trash from my past? 99% of the time it's the second. Second question is, what am I protecting right now? Because if I can understand the source of where that armor is coming from, right, which often is deeply seated in the first 7 to 14 years of life and connected to cellular memory from some look that a dad gave you, right, or some deeper trauma, right? But if you know what you're protecting, then you can realize that in this moment, I don't need to because I'm not being attacked, right? And if it's not diffused at that moment, then it's pausing long enough to even ask the third question, which is, am I safe right now? Am I safe mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally? If I can look around and do all that, then as a leader, I can be a protector and connector, lower my own armor, and make sure that everybody in the environment feels it. But that's also taking ownership real time. So if my wife says something today, I can pause and say, hey babe, I felt triggered by what you just said, which tells me I maybe didn't hear you clearly. Can you restate it? And I want to hear it through a more neutral lens. And if I can't do that right now, maybe we can just pause and revisit it later, because the number one thing about creating safety is don't create damage. When you create damage, you have to create repair. It's additional energy for everybody to reconcile and diffuse.